Right, so the first card you've got for your past is this Nine of Cups. Right, so, okay, there's a lot of heaviness here all over this. It feels quite heavy to me, especially in the middle. You've got the Seven of Cups, you've got Death, you've got the Emperor, lots of weighty, heavy cards here. So, yeah, you've had a lot of heaviness around you. You've had a lot of heaviness around you, and there might be some to come as well. It feels very, almost like it's sticky. You're trying to get out of a sticky mess or something like that, or you were. Yeah, you've gotten out of a lot of it, I think. You're lighter than you were. It feels like your heart's a lot lighter than it was. You were in a big, horrible mess, I think, and you're out of a lot of it now. There's still some more to work through. That's how it feels. You've got, you're set free from some of this. It's like the heaviness has lifted, some of it has. There's a little bit more there for you. It's almost like you're being pulled back into this, actually. It feels like some kind of force or energy that's trying to pull you back. I know that sounds really dramatic, but it's kind of like heaviness and being pulled back into something, and you're trying to get away. And you're mostly there. I have to tell you that. If you're really stressed about, oh, I'm going to be pulled back again, you are mostly there. You're almost there. There's freedom ahead of you, and you're nearly there. So if that's you, keep going. You're nearly there. I can see that there. Yeah, you'll get away from this. You'll get away from all that. There's work ahead of you. There's work ahead of you. There might be some work ahead of you that you might have had your head in the sand a bit. You might not have wanted to deal with a few things. I'm getting a bit of that here as well. Yeah, you'll get away totally this time. You didn't last time. You might have gone back a few times into this kind of mess. Feels like a person, actually. But you know exactly what it is. It's like, okay, I know what it is now. I know what's in the middle of this mess. I know who's in the middle of this. I know who the culprit is. I think there was a lot of confusion around this. It's a relationship you're in. There's a lot of confusion around this. And they had you kind of thinking, well, I don't know who the good guy is. I don't know who the bad guy is. I don't know what's right, what's wrong. Lots and lots of confusion. You can see that the Seven of Cups is right in the middle here. So it's an important card in this whole spread here. So someone had you very, very confused. You've partially risen out of that. I can see you're out of that. There's still some kind of mental energy or some other energy that keeps on trying to pull you back again. It's almost like you're in a balloon. You're in a hot air balloon, and you're trying to kind of rise up out of something, and someone's kind of pulling the ropes, trying to pull you back. That's kind of what I'm getting in my mind. So I think you've got a few things to work through emotionally. I think you've got a few mental things. Not that you've got a mental problem, but I think this person had you very confused, in a kind of very confused mental state. So that takes time to untie that kind of mess there. And so you've got these things to deal with. Again, I'm seeing practical things as well. Lots of different things you need to sort out in your life. If you have had your head in the sand over some things that you know you can do, get into that as quickly as you can, because I think that'll help to release some of this old energy from you. And you've got the Queen of Swords down there. You can see that right down the bottom. So, and there's a bird flying above her head. So once you've gotten through this hard work and you've processed everything, you've worked through everything, you've done everything you need to do, you'll be like that bird. You'll be flying away free. And you're nearly there. You're getting there. So keep going with what you're doing. Also, if there's anything that you know that you should be doing, practically or otherwise, even meditating, do whatever you can to get through this old energy, this old situation. Do that. Do whatever you can, and you'll get through that quicker. That's what I'm seeing there. So, okay, with this Nine of Cups there, right back at the beginning again, there's a little bit of, I don't want to say bullying, it might be that. Yeah, I think this is this axe again. Jokes at your expense, all that kind of thing. Because if you look at this man, he looks like a little bit of a joker. If you look at his face, he's got this little smile on his face. He looks a little bit smug as well. So it's that kind of joke. It's kind of like, oh, I was just joking. They did and said things to you, and then they could turn around and say, oh, it was just a joke. Haven't you got a sense of humour? It's that kind of thing. That kind of thing makes me so angry, I have to say. I hate that kind of thing, because humour makes you feel good. That's what humour is. This did not do that. And you've got a sense of humour. You've got a really good sense of humour. But when something's at your expense and you know that, even if it's a little bit shady, you know, those little shady remarks, oh, I'm just joking, that is not humour. That's not what you need at all. There's cruelty in there as well. There are some cruel words there I'm getting as well. And because they had you all confused, I think, you know, that there's a little bit of this, oh yeah, that's okay. We'll brush that under the carpet, and we'll brush this under the carpet. Because look at this curtain. He's got these things hiding behind this curtain. So it's like, oh, I can say this, I can do this, I can treat you in this way. We'll just brush it under the carpet. It'll be fine. And they had you so confused that you just went along with this, if this is you. And you shouldn't, you know, if someone really puts pressure on you to kind of forgive and forget, brush things under the carpet, brush things behind the curtain. Oh, forgive and forget, it's fine. I said sorry. This is what I'm getting here. I said sorry, so it should be over now. I've said that word, sorry, so that means everything's fine. No, it doesn't. You can't just say sorry and expect everything to be fine. It's just a word. You need to prove that you are sorry. You need to show that you are sorry. You can't just do that. And so there's pressure here for you to put things or brush things under the carpet or put them behind this curtain. You know, I've said sorry, so we should put it all behind us now. No. And you couldn't do that. So, excuse me. So the other thing about this relationship is it feels that it was quite serious to you. And I think that's maybe why you stuck through this, through a lot of problems. You're taking this very seriously. Yeah, you're coming across as someone who's open, you know, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm getting this. An open book. You're an open book. And that's what you like when you're totally with someone, when you totally connect to someone. And you're an open book with them. Very open. And you laid yourself open and you said, you know, this is the truth. This is my past. This is all about me. I'll tell you all about me. And they might have used some of those words against you as well, some of the openness you had. They might have said, oh, they're telling me that, I'll use that against them. Maybe that was what some of these jokes were about, I don't know. But I'm really getting using your words against you, trying to get you to put things away when they were still hurting you. This person feels so manipulative, very manipulative. Yeah, very clever person, very eloquent person, lots of words. Yeah, they had their eye on other people. I'm getting that too. Maybe that's what they were expecting you to brush away. They had their eye on other people. Excuse me, I can't stop coughing. I don't know why. Sorry about that. Okay. Now, yeah, this is how I'm getting this. Because my eye's looking between this 9 of Cups here and the 7 of Cups in the middle. So it's kind of like, you know, because the 7 of Cups can be about temptation, fantasy, keeping people in the dark. Like this man, you see, is in the dark. He doesn't know what's happening. And you can see this with the 8 of Cups here. There was a separation. I'm getting that. Someone walked away. And it feels like they were walking toward someone else, or they had someone waiting for them. Because if you look at this man in the 8 of Cups walking away, he's walking away, but he's got all this red. He's wearing red, so he's got all this passion around him. So he's going toward the hill, and he's going toward there because he thinks there's passion behind that hill. There's someone behind there that you can't see. And that's where he's going. He's going to look for his passion, and you can't see what's behind there, or they think that anyway, or they thought that at the time. And yeah, definitely hiding. So I think it looks like you suspected this was happening. It looks like you suspected that they were going to other people, or they were at least looking at other people, looking for their passion in other areas. Because if you look at this wall of cups here, there's this wall of cups down the bottom, and there's a gap between them. And you can see this man right through that gap. You can see where he's walking. He's kind of right in the middle of that gap. So it's kind of like, I can see you. It's like, you might not know this, but I can see you. I know what's happening. And, again, look at the moon card as well. Not the moon card. Look at the moon in this card, I should say. it looks so, it's giving them the side eye. So you knew, you had this idea that they were going toward other people. They were walking off. They were looking for their passion behind this hidden mountain or behind something. And yeah, so it feels like you're still working through all this. Again, you used to be a totally open book. I think you were totally an open book with them. Very open, very, very honest. And they weren't. They were a hidden book, as we can see here. And the book's a bit closed now, I think. Your book's a bit closed. I think when it comes to new people around you, other people around you, you're not as open now, because that's what you kind of learned from this situation. You're not as trusting as you were. So yeah, you're a bit like that with a lot of people now. Not just in love, but with a lot of different people as well. You've kind of closed off a bit to people because of this situation. Okay, I'm getting a current relationship now. So this is for people who are in a relationship now. So yeah, totally different now. So if you're in a relationship with someone right now, it feels like the person who's around you might have a difficult ex that they're trying to deal with. Yeah, there's someone around them, someone who's very, very difficult around this person. Now, yeah, so there's heaviness around both of you. I can see that. There's heaviness around both of you. Old baggage, things you don't want around you anymore. And I think for both of you, if you're in this relationship, once you've both worked through these issues that you have still around you, you feel a lot closer. You'll come a lot closer together. You'll feel a lot lighter once you've gotten rid of that baggage. But right now, it feels like you're not quite ready to take that big step, the next step in this relationship, whatever that means to you. If you look at this King of Wands, he's hesitating. He's sitting there. He's not ready to stand up yet. So, you're not quite ready because you've got all this baggage, and they've got that baggage around them as well. That's what I'm picking up on. I think, again, I'm seeing you are getting to the end of that. You will both get rid of that baggage eventually. And if you're in this situation with this love connection, you've both got this kind of difficult exes or whatever difficult things you've still got around you, and you can't quite get together properly because you've got all this other stuff around. Try not to let all that spoil what you do have, because there is a lot of love between you. I can see that, and there's a lot of promise for the future there as well. That there's definitely a future between you. So yeah, see if you can have more time together, more conversations where it's just about the two of you and not about any of these problems, because I think you've had lots of conversations about problems and all that kind of thing. And if you just put that aside while you're spending time with them, just enjoy that time you have together. That might help you to get closer together as well. But you're both going to be free of all that baggage. You are. And because you've got the Death card right next to this, and that's all about putting an end to old things and new things coming after that. So just know that if you've both got problems, you're going to get over them. You're going to get through this. I hope that makes sense to someone, because someone's in a really, really nice relationship with potential there. But there's just a lot of problems around them now that are being caused by outside forces. So I just hope that makes sense for someone. Okay, so the first card you've got for your present is Judgment. So yeah, freedom. This is what I'm getting here. Freedom. Look at this. Letting go of old things, new beginnings, coming out of your box like these people here. Yeah, everyone's rising up. Beautiful. So, okay, so with this relationship, again, if you're in a relationship, I think this is what the promise is. This is how you're going to feel when you've gotten rid of all that old baggage, the both of you, rising up out of the old, new energy, freshness. It's like all that old energy is going to melt away, and you'll be left with all this newness, all this freshness. So, again, try and focus on what you have together already. Try and focus on spending time, just enjoying yourselves and not talking about any of that. And focus on what you've got together, focus on the plans you've got for your future and all things like that. And that's how you manifest things, focusing on, by focusing on what you want, not what you don't want. So try and do that. That'll move you further as well, together. And yeah, it feels really new, this. It feels like a new relationship almost. You're not in a new relationship, but it's going to feel like that to you. Very fresh, very new, because you won't have to deal with any of this baggage anymore. Yeah, it's really interesting. I'll just show you this. There's a big mountain in the background on this card, and it's covered in snow. And, when snow melts, that's when the spring comes in. Newness, freshness. So all the old baggage, everything's going to melt away into the distance, and then you've got this beautiful springtime, this new freshness. Yeah, it feels very, very beautiful, actually. So I just want you to know that if you're in this relationship, there's an ending to this. There's an ending to all this old baggage, and you'll get through that. So I just want someone to know that as well. Okay, I'm getting something else here. I'm getting children. I'm getting children in a lot of these readings this week. I don't know why children keep on popping up in this week's readings. Maybe there's pregnancies coming along. But I'm getting a specific child here. And I'm not sure if you're the parent. They're definitely close to you, whoever this is. It feels like they're struggling with something someone difficult, actually. Yeah, a difficult person. It's very. I'm getting this. I want to run away. I want to run away. Maybe they did run away from someone at one time. I don't know, but yeah, very intelligent child. Very intelligent child. Okay, I'm getting this really strongly for someone. This is a message here. Okay, I have to say this. They don't need to be around this person they want to run away from. They don't need to be around this person or this place or wherever this is. And I think they know that. I think they've been told that, I should say, because there's a safe feeling around them. So they're in a safe place now, but they're still worrying. I think they might have to go back to this place or see this person for some reason. They've still got that worry in their mind. There's also a little bit of guilt inside them. I'm getting that as well. Excuse me. And they shouldn't be feeling any guilt at all. They should not be feeling like that. There's no reason for them to feel guilty at all. So if that's you, if you know what this is and who this is, just try and have a calm talk with them. Maybe go out and do something fun or something nice with them or something like that. Take them out to eat, take them out to a fun activity or something, and just reassure them that firstly, they don't need to feel guilty at all. There's no reason. And that they don't have to go back and do this thing or see this person or whatever it is ever again if they don't want to. Just help them to let go of that guilt and help them to let go of how they're feeling. They need to know that from someone. They just need that reinforced. That's what I'm seeing. Beautiful child. Yeah, beautiful child. So yeah, you can see that in the Seven of Cups, all this confusion that's in their mind and their head. They just need some reassurance so that they can clear that up. That's what I'm getting. Okay, I'm getting something else here as well. Yeah, someone's really lost here. Someone's really lost. Yeah, this is what I'm getting. The grass isn't greener. It's that saying, the grass isn't always greener. So that makes me think that it might be about this axe that I was seeing in the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is right next to this. So yeah, if this is this axe, lots of confusion in their head. That's where they are now. And again, I keep on getting this open book. You were an open book to them. You were really open with them, and they were closed. They were hiding things. So yeah, they thought they were going into this beautiful green field where, they thought the grass was greener and all that. But they got themselves into some kind of horrible mess, like a jungle or something like that. Look at this confusion. Lots of complications, lots of mess. And, there's a big mess in the Five of Wands as well up there. So, yeah, right next to the Eight of Cups, this is where this man's walked away. So, yeah, when they walked away, toward whoever they're with now, because they're with that person now, whoever they're with now. So they walked away from you to them. This is what I'm getting if this is you. They had all this passion inside them, all this red, but they couldn't actually see what was behind that rock there. It's like, oh, I'm led by my passion. I want passion. I know I'm going to get this. The grass is greener. I'm going toward that. And they were blinded by their passion. I'm getting that really clearly. And so they were so blinded by this passion, they couldn't see what was behind that rock. And this is what's behind there. All this confusion in this card and a big mess. So that's where they are now. They're in the middle of all this confusion, all this mess. They're really, really lost. Okay, so what I'm getting here is they might want to come back and talk to you. Now, you don't have to talk to them. You know that. You probably won't. I think it's probably best if you don't. Because I was getting this, I was getting this really nice balloon, this beautiful balloon flying up in the sky, flying free. And, then I was getting this energy trying to pull you back, pull on the ropes. And I think that's what this is. Someone trying to get you back, pull you back into their energy. That's what I'm getting here. Yeah, this is what I'm getting. This makes me quite angry, actually. Because, you're flying up there and they don't think you've left. They don't think you've gone anywhere. They feel as if you're just sitting there waiting for them. That's what I'm getting. That's this, because I was getting this manipulative person. I know I'm going to have cross-watchers angry with me, but this is what I'm seeing. It's making me angry, actually. Because who do they think they are, thinking you're just sitting there waiting for them? You're not sitting there waiting at all. And, you were waiting for them before when you were supposed to be, when you're in a relationship with them, but now you're not. You've got no, you've got no reason to be waiting around for them. You've got no, You've got no obligation to be there waiting. They left you. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing that very clearly. So, I don't think you'll be interested in talking to them, and I'm really glad you won't be. Because they've made their choice. This is what I'm getting. They've made their choice. Now they're all in confusion. They didn't see what they were getting into. Now they're in all this mess. So I know that probably sounds a bit harsh to leave them in their mess, but that's what I'm getting. I'm actually quite angry with them. So I'm not going to say any more about this. I don't want to tell you what to do. Just prepare for this person to come back and talk to you. And it's kind of like, oh, here you are sitting here waiting for me. No, you are not. Cut the strings, cut the ropes and fly away. Cut the ropes and fly away. That's what I'm getting there, very, very clearly. Okay, the first card you've got for your future is this Five of Wands, all this mess here. Okay, this feels a little bit different now that I'm looking down this whole row here in your future. Very, very practical. I've got lots of practical things here that you're going to have to deal with here.